Why do we get triggered? I want you to think about that. In fact, I want you to think about the last time that you were triggered. Like, really just see yourself, ask yourself. What I mean by triggered, someone did something, someone said something, and it did something emotionally to you, where it just kind of set you off. It angered you. You got upset. You yelled. You fussed. See yourself as yourself. It might have been a coworker, a friend, a family member, a partner, or better yet, one of your kids, right? They ultimately trigger us the most. Here's what I found out. The fact that people are able to trigger us, it's almost as if we have gave these people roles in our lives. Number one, that they never even signed up for or auditioned for. But the minute they step out of that role, we get triggered. Have you noticed that? Listen, at the end of the day, control is rooted in fear. You see, if you had it your way, you want to control what they say, what they do, how they act, how they show up. And when they don't, we triggered, we judge, we criticize, we blame, and we shame. These are all fear-based emotions. And fear, by default, wants to control situations, circumstances, even people. But listen, nobody wants to be controlled. Not you, not me, not even your kids. You see, the thing about control is that over time, that can build up resentment because nobody wants to be controlled. And that resentment can come out in very unhealthy ways. So, is it safe to say that when we're in this space of fear and we're looking to control, if we're able to seek clarity over control, you see, clarity allows us to connect. Knowledge is power. Power is love. Once that power is on, we're able to connect with one another. This is what I call a checkmate mindset. A checkmate mindset is just looking at life as it happening for you. What I mean is that when you're triggered, you're ultimately taking the behavior of someone else personally. You see, it's not about you. But when you make it about you, you no longer are present. And once you're not present in the moment, you're often led by your emotions, your emotional reactions. This is when you get upset, you get angry because you're tying this trigger back to something that might have happened to you years ago or even in childhood. But here's a tip. Someone else's behavior has absolutely nothing to do with you. Now, if you agree with that, then you're able to move from a space of fear to a space of logic by simply getting clarity, asking questions, becoming a student. You see, it's hard to be logical and emotional at the same time. So by asking questions, it de-escalates the emotions. Becoming a student, once again, knowledge is power, power is love. Once you are full with power and knowledge, you're able to connect. The last thing I want to share with you is to have empathy for people. Listen, they didn't sign up for your roles in your life and how it plays out in your mind. You want people to act a certain way. That's not how it works. Allow people to be who they are by showing empathy. Listen, people are struggling to articulate their emotions in a healthy way. And when they don't articulate those emotions in a healthy way, we take it personally. We get triggered. We don't know, why would someone say that? Why would someone do that? You're making it about you. But when you move yourself from a space of having expectations, because let's face it, expectations are a recipe for disappointment. Disappointment leads to disconnections. Disconnection, what do you mean by disconnection? Without power, You have given your power away, leaving you in the dark. And that's exactly where fear lives. Fear grows. Think about the last time you were on a roller coaster or in a car that looks to be out of control. First thing you do is hold on for control because you're scared. You're in fear. Those trigger moments is an opportunity for you to learn, to grow, to connect with yourself and with others. Those triggered moments are an indication that you don't have enough information. You still think it's about you. It's not about you. However, it is your responsibility to ask the question, why? Why does someone else's behavior have this much control over me? You have control over your physical body. You feel it in your stomach, your chest, your head. You can't eat, you can't sleep. You have given your power away. And it's having an effect on your body, both physically as well as emotionally, because whether you understand this or not, those physical muscles and those emotional muscles, they work hand in hand. So listen, do yourself a favor. In fact, do yourself 2 favors. There's a link in my bio. It's 5 moves to call checkmate. It's a free guide, no charge at all. We're on a journey to break a generational cycle of dysfunction in our families. And I want to help. I want to become part of your journey, but part of your village. Download the free guide. It's a live interactive. I'm going to walk you through each move to call checkmate and regain your power, break a generational cycle of dysfunction. Because let's face it, we all have just a bit of dysfunction in our families, right? Now, it's up to you to break that cycle, because just because it was passed down doesn't mean it has to pass through you. So do yourself another favor. I want you to treat yourself to a smile today. That turns the light on so you're able to connect. I see you in the next video on the Power Coach Martize. Let's go.